Boy. Game got some load, didn't? Hi everyone, this is Thought Apostrophe. Let's check out Touhou Spell Bubble on Nintendo Switch. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the news, I guess. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, I was not expecting this game to cost this much. So, it's like a $50 game, and then there's 3 pieces of DLC, which are $10 a piece. I mean, thankfully, I have a lot of eShop credit since I'm buying some of the games on the eShop. But yeah, I mean, on first glance, I was like, why? What is this game, and why is it so expensive? But here I am. I'll take the hit for everyone. At least anybody who's not familiar with the game already. I know it's been out for a while in Japan, so we'll find out if it's any good. I don't know. I mean, it looks interesting. I generally like things like this. I think whatever this is it a rhythm game? I don't know. Find out. It looked like Puzzle Bobble based on the screenshots from the eShop. And I love me some Puzzle Bobble. When it happened, it was just the same old, same old. I remembered Marisa looking proud of herself as she held it, hot off the presses. She was like, "It's a new invention created by the magician trio representing Gensoukyo. It's for a portable game console that you operate using spirit power." At the time, I thought, wow, she must be really bored. And maybe she was. But when I turned it on, a wondrous scene unfolded before my eyes. I remember thinking, wow, that's a lot of bubbles popping around. And then she was like, aha, bubbles! She seemed to understand what was going on. At the time, I went through the motions, or just watched Marisa play, or Marisa. But I didn't really think much of it, other than, well, this is weird. However, in time, once this game really took off in Gensoukyo, I came to realize it's a major breakthrough in gameplay. Even in a peaceful place like this, I sometimes feel like I'm in a feverish delirium, seeing things like storms that aren't really there. Even with a particular omen, you have to strain your eyes hard to see it. Sometimes it's nothing more than a little ripple in the air. Looking back now, it wasn't really signs of a major upheaval. In a way, it might have just been a little calm before the storm that Gensoukyo hasn't seen before, or something like that. None of that makes sense. After some time had passed that day, I was at Hakure Shrine, business as usual. The sun was warm for the time of the year, embracing the air in peacefulness. Shrine Maiden of Paradise. Reimu Hakure. I love windless days. Saves me the trouble of dusting. I wish every day were this easy. What do we have here? It's been a while, hasn't it? Looks like not much has changed though. Ordinary magician. Marisa Kurisama. Did you miss me? Sorry, things have been piling up. I've been traveling all over. Where to exactly? Well, you can't help it if you're busy. So, what were you up to? Well, this of course. Behold. It's just a game? Yeah, it is. Does traveling all over have something to do with that game? Oh, I get it. You didn't hear? Didn't hear what? You're not making sense. Unless you were traveling around and showing off the game. Bingo! Trust a Shrine Maiden to get it. Wow, I was actually right. So, were you really showing everyone? You sound pretty obsessed. So, how did everyone react? Well, you see, I've got bad news. All signs point to this game being a big hit. All the yokai of Gensoukyo have their sights on it. It's been distributed to yokai in the lakes, mountains all over. They can't make copies quickly enough. It's a big hit. Huh? Are you sure? This is news to me. Oh, get with the times. If you don't keep up with trends, your shrine will be in a slump. Hey, keep my shrine out of this. Oh wait, you guys made that game, right? If you can't keep up with the production. Wait, are you like super rich now? Whoa, easy, Tiger. I'm not rich. Not yet, anyway. I made it just for funsies, but I'm pleasantly surprised that lots of people like it and want it. Ah, now I get it. Well, now are you interested? Am I interested? I guess so. Sounds like it might be fun. Okay, show me how to play. Ah! Ready, battle. Slowly. Ready, battle. Tutorials. Spell Bubble Basics. Alrighty, guess I'll show you how to play this game. Spell Bubble is a puzzle game. This game kills boredom even for shrine maidens who have nothing to do. Hey, stop making me sound like a bum. Well, let's just learn this quickly so we can get down to playing. The short version is you launch a bubble from the glyph and make them pop. It's that simple. Hey, wasn't that a little too simple? I mean, I think I get it, but still. Okay, hold your horses. I'll explain in detail now. These bubbles are called color bubbles, and when you link 3 of the same color together, they pop. There are 3 basic moves. Use A to shoot, use the stick to change direction, and use B to swap bubbles you're holding. Oh, okay, so it is Puzzle Bubble. Can't really say it's a ripoff. I mean, it's made by Taito, and they made Puzzle Bubble. You can link more, or you can link even more than 3 of the same color bubbles together, and they'll all pop. You know, it all comes down to practice. Remy, make sure some bubbles disappear. Oh, it was red I was holding. Okay, next, as you can see, Spell Bubble is a competitive game. Whoever collects the most bubbles within the time limit wins. The time limit is displayed here. Take note that this time will vary depending on the songs you choose. Since this is just the tutorial, we're nixing the time limit. If you down your opponent, you can take their bubbles. By downing, I mean that the bubbles in the area gets below this red line. If your opponent is down, you can't collect all the bubbles in their area. The number of bubbles you collect will be tallied into your score and displayed on the scoreboard. That's Reimu's score. And this is my score. For every 3 shots you make, more bubbles will automatically be added from above. Interesting. But attacks from your opponent sometimes make extra bubbles fall faster than you're used to. And if you don't pop them fast enough, you'll be down before you know it. You can also manually use X to make more bubbles appear. More bubbles means more to swoop. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's kind of a new wrinkle to Puzzle Bubble. Or Bust-A-Move if you're more familiar with that name. The bubbles that are sent to you via attacks change in blank bubbles, and their purpose is to get in your way. When you pop a bubble, they're automatically sent to your opponent. Remy, can you pop a bubble for me? The blank bubbles you send pile up in your opponent's area. Every time your opponent shoots, they release in your opponent's area. If a blank bubble hits a bubble you shoot, it changes to the same color, blank 3, and you can pop them. Oh, interesting. You can actually change the colors. They're easy to pop, but they really get in the way when there's so many of them. By the way, if you have blank bubbles in your own area, pop those first. We call this neutralizing. I know this all sounds more complicated than it really is. Anyway, just make a bunch of your bubbles disappear before your opponent and you're golden. Okay, time for a real match. Are you ready? Oh, keep misreading them. Down your opponent a bunch and you win, I guess. That covers the puzzle portion. I was about to say, isn't there a rhythm portion too? But wow, a competitive game that uses spirit power. It's a very nicely made toy. How'd you come up with the idea? I've never once heard of a magician using her powers to make something so frivolous. I know, right? It took a lot of time and effort to get where I am today. Time and effort. Yeah, I guess magicians have too much time on their hands. Don't focus on the time part. Call it magician's playful thirst for knowledge. It's a magical toy that we magicians of Gensoukyo created after weeks of heated discussion. Amazing, right? Tell me it's not amazing. And we named this game Spell Bubble. Interesting. Okay, now I get it. Oh, your lack of applause disturbs me. There's even more surprises in store. Let's move on to the advanced tutorial. Rhythm beat. Learn how to attack with the music using rhythm beats. Also learn about awakening, counterattack, and other conditions. Okay. Advanced tutorial? I don't know what you want to show me exactly, but there's more. What we did so far was just the basics. Next, I'll show you advanced techniques that you'll need to know in a real battle. We'll start easy, so definitely take notes. This is a must if you want to win. If I want to win? I'm a noob. Can I really pull off advanced moves so soon? Don't worry about that, my friend. It's not too hard. It's just, if you memorize these techniques, you'll have more fun. In more ways than one. Okay, well if you insist, I'll hear you out. That's the spirit. I wish all the lines were acted instead of like some of the lines. It's like random which ones have voice acting and which ones don't. So, here's something I neglected to mention. This game also relies heavily on rhythm. Link a bunch of color bubbles together and tap in time to the rhythm. This is what we call beat mode. When you're in beat mode, if you tap A at the correct time, you can send your opponent lots of blank bubbles. Just watch. The moment the two circles overlap, push A. If you get A perfect, you've scored. If you get too slow or too fast, you failed. One more time. Let me try to link a bunch together. The target hones in automatically, so there's no need to aim. Just focus on your timing. With each successful rhythm beat, you score 1 point. Okay, let's try a little rhythm beats challenge. Okay, it's pretty generous. You don't have to hit it right on the money. Oh, you're a rock star. Plus, if you pop colored bubbles, your awakening gauge rises. When your awakening gauge is full, you're sent into the awesome awakening mode. There, you can really make beats fly. When you're in awakening mode, your awakening gauge will gradually run out. When it's empty, awakening mode is over. The color bubbles in awakening mode are laid out in many different patterns. If you can, try to memorize them. Wait a minute, could you make a shot for me? Huh? Okay, but why? Hey, you downed me! Sorry about that, but look, notice how you suddenly look really cool. When you're downed, you enter counterattack mode. Just like in awakening mode, you can perform attacks too. While you're in awakening mode and in counterattack mode, you're invincible. Blank bubbles are not sent from your stockpile, so you can focus fully on attacking. Okay, one last lesson. You brought them, right? Yeah, I did. Don't tell me we're using it here of all places. Of course, for old time's sake. Spell cards. In Spell Bubble, spell cards are what you call special attacks. After a certain amount of time passes, you can use your spell cards. When they start to glow, activate them by tapping Y. Without further ado, I'll activate my spell card. Here we go. Oh, somebody didn't know how to spell Ado. Okay. Spell cards have two major categories, cards that affect you and cards that affect your opponent. The color of the card determines which type it is. Cards that affect you have a blue outline. Cards that affect your opponent have a red outline. But if you use a card on an opponent while in awakening or counterattack mode, it's repelled. Wow, that sounds good. I'd like to try it out. Alrighty, so tap Y to activate your spell card and show me what you got. The bubble colors changed. This is more fun than I thought. I know, right? I'm glad you're enjoying it. Now let's review. Beat to the rhythm, pop bubbles, and you'll enter awakening mode. In awakening mode, begin your onslaught. And when you need them, activate your spell card. Okay, interesting take on Puzzle Bubble. Good, Shrine Maidens have such great form. Again, being a Shrine Maiden has nothing to do with it. I was born with good form anyway. Putting your spirit power into the music beats called rhythm beats are a crucial part of mastering this game. Letting the music carry you is the trick. So the music is more than a gimmick. Also important, spell cards. Don't leave home without them. Not giving up on a chance to turn the tables in your favor is crucial for victory. They're your trump cards, if you will. Sure, that's nice and all, but is it really fair to use my own abilities in this game? There's rules. It's just like the Danmaku game. If everyone used their abilities to cheat, it wouldn't be a fair game for anyone, right? We had to make a rule for it. You can only use spell cards while they're charged. In other words, spend your trump cards wisely. These are essential elements of both awakening mode and counterattack mode. Make sure you remember that. Wow, a lot of thought went into this. Now I can see why it's so popular. I know, right? This is the newest spirit-powered game in Gensoukyo, and it's called... Yeah, Spell Bubble, I remember. Trust in Hatake Shrine Maiden to remember. Marisa Kirasama. Okay. We playing a game or are we doing more tutorial? Oh, now that we know how to play, want to play a real match? A real match? Oh, right. It is a competitive game. Exactly. Spell Bubble is a two-person game. You can't forget that bit of information. After all, most of it is battle mode. In other words, a one-on-one competition. A duel with your honor on the line. It's also kind of like a sport. Honor on the line. Over dramatic much? Okay, I did get a little carried away. Forget I said honor. But still, when there's a winner and loser, the stakes are definitely higher. A real step up from solo play. So, wanna play now? Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be good at it. Dream sign. Wild exorcism dance changes the bubbles of an area to yellow in a V shape. Love sign. Master spark. Extinguish 4 columns in the middle. I mean, okay. Ah, dang it. Why I'm always looking at the next color and not the color in my chamber. Yeah.
Gensoukyo 最強の巫女の力味わえたかしら。
I mean, it's still basically Puzzle Bobble with like a rhythm action minigame. You got me. Shrine Maiden sure have great form. Again with the Shrine Maiden nonsense. Besides, you were going easy on me. It was painfully obvious. You got me. Well, you know, I just wanted you to develop a taste for victory. Besides, it's no fun beating someone who learned the rules like 2 minutes ago. Good point. Okay, I'll go ahead and celebrate my first victory. So you're saying this is gonna blow up in Gensoukyo? Gotta say, I don't really see that happening. But that's just your personal opinion. You don't exactly follow trends. No, well, yeah, I don't follow trends. I need to see the evidence for myself before I believe it's true. Aha, have I got the event for you? You see, a mountain shrine is holding an event for this game. Event? Yep, a promotional event to spread the joy of Spell Bubble to Gensoukyo and beyond. We'll make bigger fans out of the fans and fans of the non-fans. And this event is called Gensoukyo Spell Bubble Exhibition Tournament. Wow, that's actually a thing. Yeah, it's sponsored by Moria Shrine and Scarlet Devil Mansion, and it's co-sponsored. The co-sponsors are a who's who of Gensoukyo. It's a promotional event led by a sector of the yokai who saw the potential in Spell Bubble. Wow, it's really gotten that big. I made this game for my own enjoyment, and it's wild to see so many other groups interested in it. Everyone probably has their own agenda, but I think it'll be much more of a spectacle the more kinds of people get involved. Speaking of which, you're well known around here, even outside yokai circles. Want to come with me to the event?
は
Are you sure it's okay for a noob like me to go to an event like that? Of course, it may be called a tournament, but it's really more like an exhibition game. There's going to be famous guests of honor too. And the tournament won't be for a while. You'll have plenty of time to practice. Besides what? I'm hoping to make this game playable by humans too, someday. Which means it needs to spread even further into Gensoukyo's subcultures. Which means it'll be a hit even in Podunk. You see where this is leading, right? You mean merchandising? Spell Bubble Buns, Spell Bubble Charms, Spell Bubble Top Players Talk Show? Exactly. The event's being held near Moria Shrine this time. Doesn't that mean they'll get all the merch sales this time? Since you and I are friends, I just can't stand the sight of you being passed over.
どう
Well, wanna do it?
よし
Okay, fine. Your sweet talking work. Oh, cool. So you're on board? Just one thing. Give me some time to think about whether or not I'll be in the tournament. I didn't even know about this event until today. I'd like to pick some industry-type rings first. You'll come with me, right?
もちろん
You're serious about it. Of course I'll come with you. Oh boy, there's no shortage of talking in this puzzle game. And so I let Marisa talk me into sticking my neck into this spell bubble business. Oddly enough, nothing ominous has happened, but the closer the day came, the more abuzz Gensoukyo became. The days leading up to the tournament had a festive-like excitement, and the tension before a war horn is blown. Okay. Sure, that's exactly what I would have related this to. Oh, it was on the... Oh, okay, why wouldn't it be on the next stage that you need to go to? Okay. Alice Murgatroyd, puppeteer sign. Made something called a paint bubble. When the surrounding bubbles change color, if a bubble you shoot hits one of the same color, they are linked. Oh boy, how much talking are we going to have before we play this game? I thought we were going to your place, Marisa. What's going... guess I was wrong? What point would it be going to my place? Never mind that. I just thought there'd be someone who's about on your level. One of the magicians who helped develop the game. Someone you know, of course. Hello? Anybody there? I'm coming in.
ちょっと
I'm not in there. Trend-chasing doll user, Alice Murgatroyd.
あれ外にいたのかお邪魔しちゃうところだったよ展示するまで入らないでっていつも言ってるでしょ何かしてたらどうする気だから今言ったろ邪魔するんだってばいなくてもするくせにあら今日はミコさんまで一緒とは珍しいわね
Good to see you. I didn't realize this was the destination.
そうそう
Indeed, I asked you here to be a sparring partner, Alice. Since you were outside just now, that must mean you were playing, right? Sparring partner? Oh, you must be talking about Spell Bubble. So, you want me to spar with the Shrine Maiden? I'm surprised. I wouldn't expect someone like you to be into this game.
そうね
I only recently found out about it, so I guess we're each other's training wheels?
それ
Don't call it training wheels. It's just more fun when you're on the same level. And Alice, for a trend chaser, you're still not very good yet, right? So I thought I'd introduce you to a...
何よそれ
What the heck? First you barge into my house, then you call me unskilled. Hear that, Marisa? You better stay in bounds if you know what's good for you. Easy, you two. Let's not bicker over semantics and just give it a try. Oh, boy. I mean, the games don't last anywhere near as long as all the talking. I mean, it's story mode, so you gotta have some story. But it's just not like it's a grand plot or anything. Yeah. Maybe not yet? I don't know.
負ける気しないな今回は勝たせてもらうわ
Thank you. This is kind of fun when you win. I guess a person can be too much of a fast learner. Now you're making Alice feel insecure. Don't be silly. What should I have done? What should I have done then? I thought I improved a little after practicing with the fairies at the lake. Today is just an unlucky day. Yep, we're gonna go with that excuse. Fairies at the lake. You're telling me even the fairies play this game? Huh? Oh yeah, fairies have a very playful disposition anyway. And they're all quick studies, so they're improving really fast. But when I see how much fun they're having, I feel kind of proud as a developer. Losing still sucks though. The fairies really enjoyed the samples they were distributed a while ago. I'm actually really grateful. Incidentally, Alice is handling mass production of this game. It's a doll-utilized one-girl production. She's so dexterous, it's scary. Hey, don't call me certain things just because it's convenient for you. I'm actually having a pretty hard time. Thanks for the help. Oh, I see. I see an excited crowd. Interesting. So my next destination is the lake? Lake. Yeah, it has to be the lake. Well, guess we'll have to check it out. It's bad karma to go after you've just won a battle. One more battle. One more battle! I see what's going on here. This is there is such a thing as a sore loser.
使いアリス・マーガトロイド参戦するわよ。
Oh, we unlock her. Yeah, I mean, her little special move is awesome. Screws up the person's control. I mean, I was pretty screwed up there. Huh, interesting. Alright, well, we stop it there. You guys can see what's going on here. This is audap Spree. You've been watching Touhou's Battle Bobble on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I didn't know what to expect from a game that was like $50 that looked just like Puzzle Bobble with you know, a rhythm action minigame, but just those two combined, you wouldn't think would work together, but they do. They work together, and it's a lot of fun. So if you're a fan of Puzzle Bobble, or Busted Move as it's called in the States, or at least some versions of it are called in the States, yeah, check it out for yourself. I would say that it's, I don't know if it's worth $50. If you can get a discount, even better. But yeah, I mean, there seems like there's a lot in the game. There's actually a lot of content. Plus, there is some DLC if you don't have enough content. But you know, I think as it is, I think you get a lot of fun out of it, and I know I'm going to be having fun. I'll play it quite a bit, I think, over the next couple days, and I'll have some episodes up when we do so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.